What's up everyone? I'm back again today to do a review of this pistol flashlight / laser combo that I found on Amazon.com. I found it from a company called Guawin. I've reviewed some of their things before. I've really liked their equipment. I like that it strikes a good balance between functionality and practicality as well as cost. So I don't like spending too much on my gear. I'm not a professional tactical operator. I am just somebody who loves guns, loves being in the outdoors, and likes to be able to do those things on a budget. Things are expensive these days. Shooting has gotten increasingly expensive. Fortunately, we're starting to see prices come back down, but I also like to be able to find things that aren't too expensive. You can go out and spend an insane amount of money on shooting accessories and that kind of thing. Well, I'm never going to get away with that. So I'm here to find products that basically strike that balance between the cost and functionality. And so this led me to go ahead and purchase this light laser combo for pistols and give it a try and see what I thought about it. So a couple of things about this flashlight / laser combo. It's made of anodized aircraft aluminum. It feels nice and sturdy. Its weight is about, I think it's just over 4.5 ounces. It feels solid. Like I said, this is supposed to be shockproof. You're supposed to be able to bang this up a little bit without damaging it. It's also IPX4 waterproof, which means that it is splash resistant, so it can be splashed from all and any angles, and it should withstand that without any problems, which is great. Like I mentioned, this light laser combo actually has 2 lasers, and I've never had a pistol light like that before. I've had more standard pistol lasers in the past. I've had other mountable flashlights and lasers, but never one with 2 lasers. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure of the benefit there. To me, it seems like I prefer generally shooting with a green laser. I've had red lasers in the past. It could be that it really is just about preference and the situation that you're in. The other thing that I thought of, and I'm not 100% sure how well this would work, but technically speaking, there is a sighting system for each of these lasers individually. And so if you wanted to, theoretically, you could sight the red laser in perhaps at 10 yards and then the green laser in at 25 yards. Now, I would only ever consider doing that with a fair amount of training, because in a tactical situation, you never want to make the mistake of switching those lasers around and forgetting which is which. But if this is going to be a range toy, or maybe if you want to put in the training and you feel comfortable doing that, like I said, I'm no professional. I don't know if that's a brilliant idea, but technically speaking, I don't see a reason why you couldn't do that. Sight these lasers in at 2 different distances, which is actually really cool. If you're going to be out hunting, for example, I go out and I hunt hogs on occasion. I don't see why this or a laser light like this couldn't be mounted to your rifle and then sighted in at 2 different distances. As long as you know and you can remember which is which. My red laser is sighted in at 50, my green laser is sighted in at 100, whatever that is. I think that's feasible. Now, correct me in the comments if I'm crazy and if there's a stark reason why you shouldn't do this, but it kind of seems like a cool feature. Now, let's just talk about the functionality of the light itself. The light is plenty bright. If you're going to be using this for home defense on your bedside, or your bedside pistol or something like that, this light is definitely bright enough for that. I'll go ahead and show a little video here where I go into my bathroom. It's the darkest room in my house. Turn on the light, lights up the whole bathroom for the camera. And then I went ahead and I took it out to the backyard. We have a fairly large backyard, and it lights up the backyard just fine. I would be very comfortable using it in that situation if need be, or to those distances. And so the light is definitely bright enough. Sighting in this light is very, very easy. If you have a bore sight, throw the bore sight in, and then go ahead and just line up the red and the green laser on the bore sight laser, and just like that, you're sighted in. So I went ahead and did that, and then I went and played with it at the range a little bit, and I was right on the paper shooting dimes, which was fantastic. I need to work on my pistol shooting as is, and so this is definitely a helpful tool for that. Now, each of the different parts of this light can function on their own. You can use the red laser all alone, you can use the green laser all alone, you can use the flashlight all alone, or you can use any combination of those. If I just show you kind of a front angle, hopefully it focuses in on that for you. You can see the red laser, the green laser, and the flashlight. There are 2 sets of buttons, 2 on each side, so there's 4 buttons total. The bottom buttons on either side activate the flashlight. like I said, either side. And then the top button on the left activates the red laser, and the top button on the right activates the green laser. Now you can also use a strobe function with the flashlight. If the flashlight is on, you press the button, and after just a couple of seconds, it'll go into a strobe. We'll turn it back to normal. If the flashlight is off, I think it's after like 3 or 4 seconds, it'll go into a strobe. It takes just a second longer, I think. And so, lots of different functionalities with this flashlight, which is fantastic. Now, this laser is made to fit as many guns as possible. There are 2 different slots where you can actually put that rail screw through. I'm sorry if that's not the technical term. It fit just fine on my XD. Looks really nice on it as well. I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures of that. It just looks really, really sleek on the gun. And for the price, I think it's very, very reasonable. To be able to get this much functionality out of something that costs so much less than competitors and name brand flashlights and lasers, I think that this is something that you're going to be very happy with. Now, could you throw this off a cliff, pick it up, put it back on your gun and expect it to work? I don't know. I didn't throw it off of a cliff. I generally don't do that with my equipment. I actually take care of my gear, so I have not tested it in that way. Maybe someday down the road we can do a torture test of this and see how long it works. It's probably not going to hold up the same as a much more expensive light or laser combo, but that's the point. My guns never get thrown off of cliffs. My gun sits safely in a lockbox next to my bed, and so if ever I need it, it's going to be in a nice padded case. It's not going to be banged up down a cliff. Now around the house, if I bang this against a wall as I'm moving around a corner, or if I smack it on something, just a household item, I have no worries that it's going to hold up. It feels very, very durable. I haven't had any issues with it so far. Anyways, guys, I think that's all there is to it. Very, very functional light. It looks very, very sleek on my gun. I really enjoyed taking pictures of this one because it just looks really nice. I think it just adds aesthetically to the gun as well as that functionality. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. I'll let you know as best I can the answers to those questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.